I gotta be honest, I'm actually really starting to like the Malignance build. Here's my match history of only Malignance build in Grandmaster Challenger lobbies. It feels super similar to last season's Leander's build, or like the standard build, where you have a lot of damage, a lot of burn, and you just run into the enemy team, slow everyone with realize, everyone is burning, and then when you get low HP, you just hit Sonia's Hourglass, and you just take up so much space and you just distract the entire enemy team. Like, you have so much team fight presence with this build. This build is super strong in the team fights. That is also why I have Ghost, Flash, all these games. Ghost, Flash are just the strongest team fighting summoner spells you can have. And they are nice to avoid ganks, so I'm really liking it right now. Well, let's commentate a bit on the game. I'm up against an AD Twisted Fate mid. This pick is pretty meta, especially in high elo. You need to try and play around his stack deck, his E, and his pick a card. Twisted Fate is a range champ, but he actually runs into your Q range a lot, right? So you can trade back, so I would recommend to pick Aries Scorch against this guy, so you can bully him. And don't give him a free lane. You don't want to give Twisted Fate perma mid prio, so he can just roam around the map. Look, these trades are very favorable if I hit my E, and I can just keep reapplying Scorch with Q. I'm leaning down towards bot side now, because Lee Sin is invading and I want to help him out. If you look at my HP and Twisted Fate HP, it's very clear that I'll be more useful now. So I'm running into Lee Sin now, and actually I hide out of vision here because I see Twisted Fate coming. I want to trap him when he takes the bait. So I E-flash and try and one-shot him in time. But he's not stunned long enough for Lee Sin to land his Q. So we just push Gragas off the buff, and now we kinda need to retreat. I come back to a stacked wave here, which I can easily pull. Since Twisted Fate doesn't have TP, he has Ghost Flash. He's gonna lose a lot of creeps here if I pull the wave. So that's exactly what I do. But I don't want to stay forever, because I also need to recall spend my money. If I don't base at any point, Twisted Fate will get a lot of prior on me. And I actually do commit a big mistake here, because I should have just finished my base. But I got kind of frustrated, or like baited by Lee Sin running towards me with low HP. I wanted to give him a jump. So now I'm actually stuck in a pretty bad spot. But it's okay. I'll probably get my opportunity soon to recall. I do have teammates, they can help me out push the wave as well. So that's exactly what happens. I ask Lee Sin to come help me push out the wave. I don't care about getting the creeps here. All we need to do is crash this. The next wave is a cannon wave, meaning I have plenty of time to recall and get back to lane without losing much. You need to walk really far back to base against Twisted Fate, so he can't stop you with his Q. He actually does a nice pull here on the wave, meaning I'm gonna lose CS now, but I need to take this base no matter what, okay? When you come back, just quickly push out the wave that he tries to freeze outside your tower, and now you can go set up vision and such. So I get a nice deep ward on enemy raptors, so I can spot the jungle if he's topside. Since Twisted Fate is level 6 now, you want to contest prio even harder, okay? You don't want to give him easy chances to push the wave and then TP with his ultimate without losing anything. That's why you need to have the wave pushed. So if he TPs, you can always push out more waves, make him lose farm on the tower, take plates, etc. Okay. I poke him down a bit, but as you can see on his movement, it's very obvious he's gonna ult bot. The moment he ults, do not follow. This is classic Twisted Fate matchup mistake. You cannot follow his roams, as he's simply too quick. The way you punish Twisted Fate TPs is simply just by pushing mid and hitting the tower. Deny him creeps and take plates. That is how you counter it. As you actually might have noticed, he actually died on the TP. So that's super worth, okay. That of course will not always happen. He might get some kills. That's just how Twisted Fate ult is. But you cannot follow his TPs, guys. Unless you have unleashed teleport. Or you are already running towards down there, like halfway. Then you could maybe follow. Now I'm just back to mid, contesting wave. Getting prior for my jungler so we can do plays together. Since I see he actually just has everything under control, I'm just gonna keep giving my jungler mid prio by pushing the wave. Don't need to help him, jungler can easy solo Drake at this point. I just want to make sure Twisted Fate cannot run down there. And if the enemy's jungler shows, I can move first. TF gets a really nice trade on me. It's super hard to hit Twisted Fate with your E once he has boots of swiftness. So now he's actually in the driving seat, because I'm low and he got mid prio, so now he TP's bot. Again, I just shove in mid and take this chance to get a recall off, so I can come back with an item advantage on him. I come back to the wave first, but since the wave is neutral, I'm actually fine just leaving it like this. It's not really pushing to any of the sides. So I move towards my top side, so they can't kill us top, and I can help with the grubs. Since enemy jungle Gragas has been hovering top for some time now, he's really desperate for a play, so I'm moving top again, so we can clean up these two guys. Twisted Fate got some plates and minions, so I just returned to mid, and now we need to contest him again. I now have Sork Shoes, which are very high damage early game. So I can just start queuing him to the face, trading on him. Get him low HP, the lower you get Twisted Fate, the harder it's gonna be for him to TP. Look at these trades when I hit E, it's very good. At this point in the game, guys, around level 9, 10, don't even bother trying to pull a freeze or anything, just instantly hard shot the wave, get mid prio, that's what's important, okay? A mid lane fight is forced, and I'm completely fine with this. Swain, as we've spoken about before, is so strong in these mid-game team fights. This is where he really shines. So feel free to create a big lead now. One of my favorite things to do, guys, as you already know, stopping bases with W. Always look out for people basing. It can really destroy that tempo when they have to wait an extra 8 seconds, right? Like, I've secured so many objectives by simply just Wing enemy jungle, so he cannot get to the Drake or something, right? If you look at the map, there's only one lane to go to here. Top lane just died, but my Lee Sin is top. My ADC is taking mid, so we need to catch the wave in bot side. That's why I run down here. Shove in the wave, then rotate mid to help out your team. And now I have Ryla, one of the greatest items on Swain. It's super strong in the mid game fights. Especially if you have Ghost Ryla, you just carry every single fight basically. Sadly, we are getting picked off pretty hard this game. Lee Sin is dead here, they get heal. Vayne goes in alone and dies. Everyone on my team draws their keyboard and starts typing to each other. Simply just go into interface. Put the chat on party mode, this will legit save your mental, okay? Don't get distracted by the chatting going on. Just focus up on your game, play as well as you possibly can. I'm pretty high CS and 2-0. I'm actually in a position where I can definitely carry team fights. I just need to not make mistakes from this point on. Even with bad teammates typing and stuff like that, we can still win the game. If I just don't make a mistake. The enemy team runs too much forward into a choke point, so I just pop Ghost ult. I'm very tanky, remember? And I have Ryla, so I just need to run into them, slow them all. Look at this, legit. How can the enemy play? Smolder is definitely their priority target, so that's why I need to focus him. I E-flash him to lock him down. If we kill them all, the game will shift to our side now. I get my double kill, and now Baron is actually spawning in 20 seconds, and they still have death timers, so we actually just insta-force Baron whenever it starts. It's not that scary to do Baron, guys, if your team is committed to it, and the enemies are dead, even as early as 20 minutes. Gives a lot of gold and a lot of pushing power now, so we can just snowball this lead. And look how much we got out of that mid lane fight. You need to convert your winning fights into objectives to get true value. So you can end the game. You actually commit a pretty big mistake. If you look, my team are playing for top side right now. I want to catch the wave in bot side, but I don't know where the enemies are. I only see Mundo top and Twisted Fate bot, but I did not expect what happens next, okay? I didn't think about the possibility of them being 4-man down here, so I actually get caught off guard and I lose my bounty. This is not super good. I actually just went the safe path down bot when I don't know where the enemies are. My teammates do trade towers in mid and top, but now they get bot inhibitor. This will become a pressure point for enemy team they can abuse. So I just drop down there, push in the waves, so it won't be too much problem. Also can collect a lot of gold on the way. But I can't stay down there forever, right? I don't have TP, so I need to run up in time so I can make it to the fights, okay? I have Malignance Swain is very strong combo, just applies a lot of area control. The enemies are winning this fight at the moment. I'm gonna retreat, but actually once I get out of vision, I'm gonna throw out an E and catch Molder and Senna off guard. One E can legit just turn all fights. Swain's E is one of the best abilities, legit. It's so strong. You catch a priority target, you just instantly win the fight. You have so much potential to have big impact in fights as Swain, especially in the mid game. I push out the waves bot mid, so we have time to maneuver towards Baron now, while they are on death timers. I just run in from the side now and try to zone off Gragas, so he won't steal the Baron. I now have Malignance, Rylice, Leandri, super high damage, and I have a Zeke's, so I can always go stasis if I fall to low HP. And exactly these items is one of the build's strongest points, because you can just single-handedly carry every single team fight basically. Very well played to the Lee Sin kick to secure the fight. I just like, look how strong this is, man. Everyone is just burning and getting slowed, and I wasn't even getting close to use Sonia's there. Since they are dead, we can just start tearing apart their base. So that's exactly what we do. We can probably end the game here. I just keep hitting Mundo with my spells, try and burn him down with Leandris. He's very tanky. Maybe should have went anti-heal this game. But yeah, honestly, this build is very strong, especially in the team fights, and it's very easy to pull off. It doesn't require the same micro intensity as some of the other builds. It's very simple. You just run in there with your ult. When you get low HP, press Sonia's, and already at that point you have done so much impact in the team fights. Thanks for watching.